That was a big question that we struggled with in this committee, because we are a congregation that welcomes people of various backgrounds, of various abilities, of various ages. So why choose this? And there are people who said, but if you choose that, does that mean then we're not welcoming to people who have handicaps? Do we say that also in a statement? And I thought that was a really good question, because in fact the church is to be a place where everyone's welcome, where the table has lots of chairs, plenty of room. So I thought that was a really, really legitimate question. The answer, I think, is that for too long the church has not been a welcoming place for people who are gay and lesbian. And so we have to make it much more public so that they can feel they will be welcome here. They will not get here and people will say, oops, no, 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 not your kind. So I think that's legitimate. And that it's legitimate to do it. It's important to do it. But I think the question is also legitimate. So if you're another race, another color, another culture, another economic, position, if your child, it has ADHD or is disabled, yeah, will you be welcome? And so I think that's important.
Being open and affirming isn't just about the statement. It isn't just about getting that designation. And we had lots of conversations about, okay, so then what does that mean? So if you're open and welcoming to people of differing abilities, to say that and not be wheelchair accessible isn't very consistent with the message. So we had a lot of conversations about taking our time, education, discussion within our congregation, so that when we said we were open and affirming and we rolled out the welcome, that we would mean it and that you would find it when you came here. That you wouldn't come in the door because of the sign and it not be welcoming. So we really struggled with, okay, what's that going to mean then? And let's make that happen. And that meant getting our congregation to buy in, to feel like this was, something that we were all working on together and knew what the issues were. And so I think that's an important thing too, that it isn't about just having the little part in the newspaper. It has to really be true. It has to really be true when people show up on Sunday morning.